And we getting into it. We getting into it with this one. We getting into it. We getting into it. And before we do, let me just make sure everything loaded up nicely. Give me a second, y'all. Okay, we good to go. It's crazy. I already did this, but I have to do it again, so I'm kind of frustrated. But it breaks down the energies that we was just talking about, right? So as we get into it, we're gonna experience this and talk about it a little bit. Now that I'm here and actually frustrated as fuck, I'm gonna have to talk about this whole thing again after I spoke about this for half an hour. But it's important to get the energies out because y'all may be experiencing this stuff directly as well, because as you know, it plays out through us, right? So it's important for me to, despite whatever frustrations, actually get the message out there, right? And discuss the energies and things of that nature, so y'all can have the level of awareness you need to not get distraught, frustrated, and you can actually move forward, right, successfully, and not allow certain things to dictate your whole fucking state of being and things of that nature. Regardless, anyways, cut the long talk. We're getting straight to it because I just spent half an hour talking about this again. But let's get it. Sun in Libra, Moon in Pisces. What the hell does this even mean? Yeah, for those who don't have no idea what this means, this is what it means. Just sit tight, listen. That's all you need to do, right? If you don't, leave. So the Moon in Pisces lets us know, all right, guys, faith, belief, conviction. Without the faith, without the belief, without the imagination, what the hell are you even doing? Pretty much, right? And right now, right now, with all this water energy, with all this trine energy, just to cut to that chase, with the trine to Mercury, with Venus here, with Cancer, Mars in Cancer, there's a lot of ease right now, and harmony towards not doing things and not building your dreams and not taking actions towards your dreams, aka Moon in Pisces. Moon in Pisces with all the trines can be, especially in water, can be a very lazy like energy. And can be caught up in past things. So try not to be caught up in too much of like past ways of thinking and past relationship dynamics and shit like that, because water can is a direct is a direct aspect and connection to consciousness and memory. So be mindful of like trying to get getting stuck in too much in the past about something that has to do with relationship dynamics that's stopping you from moving forward and actually living your desired reality, your dream life, etc. Right? So be mindful of that. It's also squaring Jupiter in Gemini. With the squares deal with straights. It's like it's squaring off energy. Just hear it for what it is. These are all mathematical aspects and things of that nature, measurements that create a certain angle that we call and give a name, aka squaring, trining, oppositions, in conjunction, and things of that nature. So when you hear words like that, these are mathematical transitions based upon where one energy is and another energy is on the monad, right? So now that you guys understand that, now we can continue. So with Mars in Cancer, not Mars in Cancer, before I get into Mars in Cancer, Jupiter in Gemini. This energy right here, with Jupiter in Gemini retrograde, it is squaring the Moon in Pisces right now. So be mindful of this squaring off energy to where you feel like your ideas and how you experience your ideas right now isn't in alignment to your dreams. There may be certain frustrations in terms of when it comes to experiencing or communicating your dreams. So be mindful of that. So that's where a lot of the frustration will probably come from. It's communicating. And you communicating is you experiencing your dreams. So in order for you to live your dreams, you got to communicate it, and you may not be able to communicate it in some way, shape, or form, and that may just stop you from experiencing your dreams, and that can cause you squaring off with someone or getting emotional and things of that nature. So be mindful of that. Again, and I'm just going to take a 30-second interval to make sure that my stream is running smoothly. I can just come here in this tab. We's good. As long as I'm good to go, I know I'm good to go. So shout out getting emotional. Alright, perfect. So as long as I know we good, I'm not wasting time. Anyways, as we go back down here, let's get into we spoke about the trine. As you know, I spoke about the trine, ran into that. The Sun conjunct Mercury right now. It's a very big thing. How you think deeply towards your relationships is also direct correspondence to how you act towards these same people, right? So you got to be able to think beneath the surface to understand which relationship dynamics need your attention and which ones don't, because that's going to directly correlate to how much action and how much time, etc., you give to these relationships, these business partners, etc., right? So make sure you're utilizing this. Mercury in Scorpio right now is a good energy to utilize in terms of the way you think. Taking notes may be good to do right now. Communicating with people that you know you have an emotional connection to, that's very good, because that'll allow you to discuss, to develop a level of trust in what you're saying. If you are discussing or communicating with people you do not trust, you won't say the right things. You won't be pure. And Scorpio is about purity, being intense and saying things for what it is, right? Obviously, we have Venus here too. So with the trine to Venus, a lot of ease towards it's helping you understand your relationship dynamics as well, and also your earning abilities. With Venus also rules Taurus, right? So we have to remember that Venus also is a earnings planet and a resources planet. So there's a lot that we are dissecting about ourselves, that actually, and our relationships, that actually help assess our finances as well, right? And can directly correspond to the finances that we're able to conduct, make, receive, or not, right? And this is why certain clients that work with us are able to actually break through revenue swings, because they're able to understand that it's not the business that's the problem. A lot of the times it's the self, right? And when you psychologically are able to understand this, you know what actions to take next, period, right? As we move forward, just to run this down, I'm trying to highlight major points and things of that nature. The moon conjunction to Saturn. So because there's a lot of trine energy, especially with Mars in Cancer, you're gonna lack a lot more drive towards actually like initiating a connection towards your dreams, or initiating some form of action towards your dreams, because you feel emotionally convicted. So because you have the emotional conviction, that's good, but you may lack initiation. So you may lack the drive to actually get up and do something, right? To put the work in. That being said, so don't try not to be too lazy right now. But with it being conjunct Saturn, with the moon conjunct Saturn in Pisces, you understand the level of discipline needed. So for those who've been disciplined towards their dreams, y'all are likely doing it and getting things done. Those who haven't been, it's going to be a lot harder. It's going to feel like a lot harder time for you right now, until we transition past this period, of course. But try to understand this so you're playing catch up as you move forward with, as you play catch up less as you move forward with the transitions, right? So the more you're aware and the more you can actually dissect and things of that nature, this is how you kind of clear out certain karmic cycles as well, because things accumulate and they add on. And if we put things in the back burner, they can become subconscious, as obviously we store a lot of information within our mind anyways. So this really allows you to focus on the task at hand and what's actually important to you in terms of how you want to live your life, because we don't have time to do everything. But you got to understand which actions to take to do the right things for you, to push the needle forward for you in your life, right? And that's what we do. That's why we're here. So as we with that being said, we're gonna end it off here. We are about 16 degrees with this transit as well, so we are halfway through. A lot of y'all probably feeling this already. We are going to get into the moon in Aries after this position. That's going to be interesting, and that'll also be the full moon. So we'll definitely be back, and we'll definitely talk a little bit more regarding that. And we'll make sure y'all is all up to date and stuff like that in terms of the full moon transits and what to look out for during that time. Maybe we'll run through some stuff in terms of the houses and all that good stuff, right? So you guys can actually know where it's going to be affecting you in your life. So let's see. If y'all want to learn a little bit more about me, y'all check the links down below. Subscribe or don't, doesn't matter to me. But it's MC333. We outie. Let's go.